everyone. This week I know that it's Sunday and not Saturday, even though it felt like Sunday, last week too. So welcome to another episode of Moni and I stuff. It's number 15. I hope you're... Oh, sorry, I have to turn down my own volume so that you don't hear me twice. I hope you had a fabulous week. Mine was a bit slow. I don't know. I'm feeling a bit under the weather recently, but that doesn't keep me from being here. And today we will discuss an important topic because every one of us needs some moolah in the bank. And that's why when we're talking about launching, it's also important to get paid. So that's why this week I will show you a few options on how to get paid online. Because if you have a look right here, you can see that I will show you the one thing that everybody of us knows, and that's PayPal. We love it, we hate it, we have a weird relationship with it, but we cannot ignore it that it's pretty practical most of the time. Hey, yo, thanks for joining me, Amanda and Tom, once again. So PayPal is a payment processor that most of us are using, not only when you're working online, but probably also when you buy stuff online in general. PayPal is the go-to thing for you. That's why I will talk a bit about PayPal today. Then I will show you Gumroad and Samcart. These are two... It's not a payment processor like PayPal is, but it's an option for you to sell your products to people, especially if you have a product that more people can buy at the same time. So if you want to get paid, depending on what you're offering, you have to consider, is it something that you is it a one-to-one thing, so you have one client and this client pays you once, or this client pays you on a regular basis? Is the amount always the same, or does it vary? So there are different kinds of ways you want to go about. So if you're a service provider like I am, and like a lot of people out there watching me are too, a VA or a coach or something compared to that, you will probably need to get your money, how do you call it? The amount probably varies, so you have to adapt it to whatever customer you have. So what I use for my sending out my invoices is Dubsado, but that's not really only for getting paid. That's why we're not discussing it today. But yeah, you can get paid via PayPal, for example. Write your invoices there, or make it super easy and super quick. Get, for example, a PayPal Me link, or write your invoices within PayPal. That's possible too. I will show you in a second. Another thing that you might wonder why I'm not discussing Stripe today. So Stripe is a payment processor too. That's just a bit more complicated. You cannot simply it's more difficult to set up Stripe on its own. What you can do though is, if you have different sorts of plugins, for example, that connect to Stripe, you can get paid through Stripe, but the connection is pretty easy through other tools. For example, if you have a WooCommerce store and sell your products through your WooCommerce store, then you can connect it to Stripe and get paid via Stripe, or you can connect it to PayPal and get paid via PayPal. But I wouldn't, if you're not very techy, I wouldn't recommend setting up Stripe on its own for your page. Also, I'm not entirely sure if that's even possible. But yeah, let's hop right onto PayPal. Yes, who doesn't want to get paid? Even though I probably have a money mindset issue. But whatever, everything's fine. So let's hop right onto PayPal. So what I just mentioned before is... And I just have to wait a second if we really switched screens. So one thing that's pretty easy to set up if you want to get paid easily. I probably haven't switched windows, have I? No, I haven't. Yeah. So let's go for the inception again. I just can't remember my keyboard shortcuts. Why is that? I set them up by myself. Whatever. So PayPal me link. The cool thing is you can go to paypal.me and sign up for a PayPal me page, which looks pretty much like this. You can decide what your handle should be here. So it would always be paypal.me / and your name. So my paypal.me link is paypal.me / Moni rocks your socks, and that's where you can you come directly to my page. The awesome thing is if you change the URL to your amount, for example, paypalme.com / monirocksyoursocks.com / 30 20, because I can't calculate. As you can see, it automatically adds in the amount. You just have to properly change to whatever amount you want there then, and then click on continue, and it will look pretty much the same. Yeah. I obviously cannot send money to myself, so I cannot show you that thing, but that's pretty easy way for you to get paid if you have this paypal.me link. Just simply send the paypal.me / your business name / the amount you want to earn or you want to get. Send the link to your whoever needs to pay you, and they simply can go about and pay the money easily. That's really nice if you... Hi, Michi! If you want to get paid easily. If you have created a landing page, as I've told you before in the previous live streams, you probably want to add your product directly on your landing page and have people paid right there. You can create a PayPal button. So I do have a PayPal business account, so that's why it might look a bit different if you don't have a PayPal business account. But considering you actually are a business, you really want to switch to a business account. So you can find it at tools or PayPal buttons. If it's not in that list, then click on all tools and you will see it somewhere on the page that there are the PayPal buttons there. So you go to tools, PayPal buttons, and then create a new button. Whoops, it's all slow. Create a new button right here. And it's loading. And there you can decide, is it a subscription? So is it something that, is it the same amount that repeats itself every month or every year or every week? So you can add, change your billing cycle right here. Or is it like something that you can simply buy now? The thing is, or do you want to add it to a cart, for example? We want stuff to be bought immediately, so we choose the buy now button, and you can give it a name. This is called ebook, for example. You don't have to give it an item ID. You probably don't have 300 products that you don't know how to use, really. So you can skip the item ID, enter the price right here. So let's just say 15 euros, for example. Then you can, if you want to. But the thing is, these buttons are really ugly, so I never really use those buttons. So for example, if you created a landing page and used the button like this one, let's go directly to my freebie page. I know that's not a paid page, but nothing that you can buy, but still, if you want to have a button just like this or add a button right there, what you need in the end is not really the code for this whole button, but I will show you in a second. So my ebook costs 15 euros. I don't want to do anything in the customizing area. If you do charge tax, then you can change it here. Yes, Austria does have 20% tax, but I'm actually not charging any because I'm a small business for now. You can use the primary email address or the secure merchant account ID. We can just keep this as it is. You want to save the buttons there because you want to actually create similar buttons, so keep it there. And you can customize advanced features, but that's probably a bit far-fetched. What you can add, it's a lot of information because you can actually add variables here, so it would change the checkout page, but we just leave it there. But what you probably want to do is, if people actually bought your course, you will want to send them to, or bought your product, you will want to send them to a separate thank you page. That's where you can actually change that thing, so you can create the page and then type in your, that's not my URL, obviously, but you can, let me type that in, monirocksyoursocks.com / thank you. So people, once they bought your products, they will be redirected to that page where you can say, thanks very much for buying my awesome ebook. I hope you enjoy whatever it is that you bought, and maybe you want to join my Facebook group, or upsell them on something else if they already bought something from you. So that's something that you might want to consider when you sell stuff, that you actually send them to your thank you page, to a separate thank you page. Then you just simply have to click on create button. And there you see, if you want to actually implement this not very pretty button right here, that's the code you would want to copy. But since we don't want to do that, we click on email, and there is just this one link, and we can use this one link. And if we created a landing page and added the button right there, that's where the button could lead us. So I will show you now what it would look like if you actually are redirected to that page. So you can see, once it's loaded, of course I cannot send it to myself. You can just, that's where the people would be redirected to, and then they could pay you through their PayPal link with their actual PayPal. So that's, if you click on here, you can see what it actually is. If you would charge tax, then that would show up right there too. So that's a pretty easy and quick way if you have something that, if you have created your landing page, since we're in launch, Rocket and Launch month, you created your freebie, you created the email marketing around it, you created your landing page, and now you want people to buy stuff from there. That's where you send them to when you have advertised your product. That's one way that you can go about. There are some other like cart-like tools that you can use. They're all not really free. So if you have something more complicated, a free way of going about this, you could always use a WooCommerce store for your WordPress page. I just quickly show you the platform. That's an actual an entire shopping cart tool, so an entire store plugin, and it's very basic. Has a lot of features, so you can connect it to Stripe if you want to get paid through Stripe, because of course every payment processor has a separate fee that they charge you. That's your cost of business. You have to suck that one up. You cannot forward the charges to your clients. That's obviously, I mean, that's way of doing business. So you can install WooCommerce on your WordPress page and then implement, for example, Stripe, then create a product, and people then can pay through either through PayPal or with a credit card through Stripe, because paying through Stripe only works when you actually use your credit card. But that's a pretty huge thing sometimes, even though that is free, and WooCommerce is not always pretty. That's something you might want to consider. Also, if you want to have more functionalities, you really need you need an extension for almost everything. So I use WooCommerce for a client, and sometimes it's really annoying that yes, WooCommerce offers that, but you do need to pay for the extension. I can tell you that you don't have to pay the extensions or buy the extension through the WooCommerce store itself. If you want to find out more about that, just write me a message. No, the website I can actually recommend is woomeal.com. They have a lot of extensions for WooCommerce, only for $10 or $15. That's pretty awesome. So you just have to pay them there, because usually if you check out at the extension store, for example, payments, product type, whatever, shipping, carriers, whatever, doesn't matter at the moment, it's pretty expensive. So yes, you can see here $99. That one is free, but $79. They're all way cheaper on woomeal.com, so you can go and check out Woomeal. But you gotta have a bit of a have to be a bit techy to actually set it up with your WordPress website. But you can also use different tools. For example, Samcart. So Samcart is just like this shopping cart tool. So you actually have your page, your WordPress website, and you create your landing page, and then you create like this sort of shopping cart page. I know that Taylor Lane, for example, has shopping carts pages made by Samcart. So you could, for example, as you can see, you're redirected. Enter your name, your email address, your coupon code if you have one, and you can immediately pay with credit card or PayPal. That's, for example, made with Samcart. And I just signed up. That's obviously not free. So I have a trial at the moment, but the basic version is $19. Considering if you sell products that more people can buy at the same time, it might be worth the $19. I mean, $19 is totally fine if you pay stuff like that. Another thing is Gumroad. That's also for digital products or physical products. It starts with $10 a month, and you can see payments have a fee of 3.5% and 30 cents per charge. I don't know exactly if Samcart also has as you can see, they add transaction fees, so they get paid more. And if you have a bigger plan, for example, there are no additional processing fees. So that's a good thing about WooCommerce, though. They don't really add additional processing fees to your payments, to the payments you get. So it's not that if you charge $19 for your product, for example, it's not that your client pays more in the end, but they, instead of like 2.5% of your shopping experience, they charge you 3.5%, for example. So yeah, that's Samcart and Gumroad, similar thing. And that's how Samcart looks at the back end. So you have products right here. We can add a new product, give it a name. Let's call it ebook. It's $15, and you describe the product here and create it. And now you can actually start and edit. As you can see, here is also a thank you page URL. My laptop makes a lot of noise today. So you can create the page right here. You can create the checkout design, how you want it to look. We can showcase that one right here. So that's what it will look like, for example, with that template. And edit your payment processor, so you can add, for example, Stripe or PayPal, as you can see here. I know that in the United States, Square is often really popular, so I don't use Square. I think it comes with an actual device that they send you. I'm not entirely sure. If you're a US citizen, you might want to check out Square. And if you have a lot of US citizens as clients, that I might have to add that too. Maybe Square is something for you, but I cannot tell you a lot about Square though. Anyway, Samcart, you can add both of the payment processors, and then people can choose, as you saw on the on Taylor Lane's shopping cart, they can choose between credit card or PayPal, for example. Let's go back to Samcart. I lost my tab. No. So there you would have to connect it to Stripe, give it quite some information, but I'm not doing that now because I don't want you to look in the packet of my Stripe. Not that I earn millions, guys. Not yet. Anyway, sorry for the distraction. So here you can see all your products, the more you add. And as you saw when you signed up there, that's what your URL would look like. So you when you sign up for Samcart, you have to choose a handle. Since Moni Rocks Your Socks was too long, I chose monirocks.samcart.com, the products, and that's the URL you want to call it. And that's the way you can send people to. So if you have a landing page and you want to create it with Samcart instead of a PayPal button, you can have to choose this URL. So monirocks.com, samcart.com/products/ebook. That's the link where you have to send people to if you want them to pay you. Similar thing with Gumroad. Setup, you click on products. You can choose if you have a digital product or a physical product. I'm not really selling physical products, so I choose digital one. You can say, is it a product, or is it a subscription, or is it a pre-order? It's an ebook too. You can, if you click on here, you can change the currency. If you can see, ooh, oh my god, how did I end here? That's annoying. Can I not? Obviously, oh, euros, okay, fine. Then you have to add your file there, because obviously it will be automatically sent to your things there. Let's use this one. It will be, once people bought it, it will be automatically sent to them. With Gumroad, it's still uploading. So I mean, my ebook is still free, so you can still download it if you go to monirocksyoursocks.com/freebie, or if you want to chat with Yoshi, you can get it from him too. If you go to monirocksyoursocks.com/Yoshi, you can have a little chat with him, and he will still send you my ebook. So it takes forever, so I cannot forward there. Yeah. Let's try on another page. So as I said, it's 10%. You can also start somehow promote your Gumroad shop, but I didn't do that. Let's go back. No, it's still uploading. Do I have it here? You see, don't look at my mess, people. Don't look at my mess. Hot mess, man. 10 things. Where is it? I can't find it now. 10 things. Yes! Let's try it from here. Ah, that's quicker. Maybe the Dropbox connection didn't really work. So let's go to customize. Yoshi is a good guy, Tom. I am totally aware. You can upload a cover. I actually don't... Can I use that one maybe? Can I? Does the PDF work? No, it doesn't. I don't have a picture at the moment. I can maybe find another one. Yoshi. Let's use that one. Let's use the smart Yoshi just because he's smart. Wow, and he's huge. You can describe your product right here. And you can stamp the PDF if you want to, but I'm not gonna do that now. And I can preview. So that's what your Gumroad page would look like. People have to click on I want this, and then they would actually be redirected to your payment processor. But since I have not set that up yet, it's not possible. So yeah, that's also one thing. And it's locked because I have a free plan at the moment, so I cannot really do a lot of stuff here. But as you can see, that's a way. Goblet of Fire! What does the Goblet of Fire is not red, guys. The Goblet of Fire is bluish, not red. Haven't you watched a movie, Gumroad people? Anyway, you can pick themes here, and if you upgrade, you can change the stuff. But anyway, yeah, you can have a different purchase flow. You can say I want this, buy this, or pay, and you'll get whatever. And the payment form, since I have not added a payment form here, or no card here, it's not possible. And people get a receipt right away, so they can download it right away and download the ebook also. Yeah, so those are the few versions that you actually have if you want to get paid. And that was it for this week. Oh, it's still Inception. Sorry. I hope you had a great weekend, and I hope it was enlightening at some point. Next week is already end of March, so next week is April. We're in the second quarter of the year. You will experience or hear about what's coming up next month during the next week, so stay tuned. We have some awesome stuff coming, and I hope you have an amazing rest of your Sunday, and looking forward to seeing you next week. And if you need any tech help, I offer a one-on-one for 1.5 hours for $150. So if you need something in whatever tool area, then write me a message, hit me up, and let's have a chat. Awesome. Have an amazing rest of your Sunday. If you want to get my free ebook and be up to date about my videos right here, then once again go to monirocksyoursocks.com/freebie or talk to Yoshi, monirocksyoursocks.com/Yoshi, and talk to you soon and see you next week. Goodbye.